You were reborn today, weren't you?
Yeah,
you heard
yeah,
that
yeah.
coming through in your deluxe. It was like,
And I almost wish I could go back and do all of my old videos with the EV speaker. Does the closed back cab make a difference?
yeah.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird.
blowing your mind, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey guys, hope you're doing great. Today, me and Paul are going to talk through this absolutely crazy new device we've just been sent from Pete at Ampete.
Ampete.
Before we even get started, Paul's come over with about 1,000 different amp cabs in his car.
I went down the rabbit hole, didn't I? Good and proper.
Yeah.
Speaker cabs.
Your car was literally leaning backwards, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a fun drive.
Yeah. So we've literally got, what have we?
So we've currently got, number one is, we go through speaker cabs first. So one is the Pierce cab, which is a closed back cab with a 12-inch Electro Voice 12L. We've then got this cab, which a certain Mr. Sace used on tour. Check that out. And we're using one of the 12Ls again, but in an open back cab. So we want to see the difference between open and closed back cabs. That one's actually a Music Man slight variant of the 12L. It's a tiny bit brighter, isn't it, than the standard one? But anyway, speaker number 3 is the standard Jensen from the Deluxe. And then speaker number 4 in this beauty of a cab behind me. Over here, we thought we'd be a bit quirky, and this is a closed back Electro Voice cab, and it's got a 10-inch speaker and a 15-inch. Yeah, I think that's it. We're looking forward to it, and this bad boy is going to make it much easier. It's basically, you can have any guitar amplifier head go into any speaker cabinet that you want, so you can mix and match what amp you use and what speaker cabinet you're using.
In real time?
Yeah, in real time switching. And you can have an attenuator put through it, like the power brake as well, which is really cool. So you don't burst your eardrums.
You've basically patched it in so that we today can select, we could have gone up to 8 amps and 8 cabs, but we've just done 2 for today. And
because we get confused, we can't count more than 2. 1, 2, what was it? Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got 2 amps. We're using the Fuchs amp. What's it called? Clean Machine?
Clean Machine 2.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a beautiful Dumble-esque John Mayery clean kind of tone. And then we've got, you know, the classic Fender Deluxe Reverb reissue.
So we haven't got to plug a cable into each amp, just got the one into this, and then that then goes to all the amps with the guitar input. It's really cool if you've got different speakers and you want to try out without having to fanny about plugging cables in and out. Because by the time you've had to put your guitar down and start doing stuff, you lose the mojo a bit, don't you? Whereas this is literally just click, carry on, you know, ding, it's going to be brilliant to try it out. We'd like you say, we had a quick go before when we were setting it up, and it seems like a really cool bit of kit.
Yeah, imagine if we didn't have that. Like, you literally have to go behind and...
I'd be like a squirrel behind the amps, wouldn't I? You'd forget about me, and a few weeks later it'd be, what's that noise?
I'll just leave it there.
Yeah. It looks like a bit of a mission to set it up, but it actually was quite easy when we got our heads around it. So
yeah, so should we grab a guitar?
Yeah, go
grab
for it.
Me trusty.
I'll be the button pusher.
That's what you've been hired for today.
Steady on. What sort of button? So should we have some ground rules? We go the Fuchs amp first, and we're going to go through all the 4 cabs.
Right.
And then we switch to the Deluxe and go through the 4 cabs.
If we get a bit of a close in, so just as a basic overview, what is on the amp 1 section?
So when we're on 1, we're going with the Fuchs amp. When we're on 2, it's for Deluxe.
And you're going to be the button.
Switcheroo.
Switcheroo. Okay. So this is, what is this? This is the Fuchs Clean Machine 2 into the Pierce cab. Yes, I got it.
Well, hey. Push the wrong button like a piggy.
It's got one job, to press some buttons.
Ah, sorry. supposed to play the same thing.
Wait, so is
So now we're on the deluxe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we should stop and that was too much for my brain to handle. Like, we need to
Someone
stop.
lost count. Okay.
We need to stop.
I went too trigger happy, didn't I? Sorry. I do apologise to the world.
It's
Sorry.
like pressing every button. Right, so now we're going on to the deluxe.
I'll push the button now, can I? Right, there we go. The deluxe and the Pierce closed back cab. Whoa,
Part of the wall
the
just
place is
fell down.
falling apart.
Yeah. Wow.
Sounds really big.
The drastic change a speaker can make and a cabinet
Yeah.
can make. Like, I've been so set in my ways with the Deluxe Reverb, always thinking the Jensen's the one. But the Jensen here sounds super dark and it doesn't have any of that glassy, hi-fi kind of crystal-like tone. So I'm actually getting a real big reality check in real time here of like, oh, actually, I should have been more inquisitive to speakers and cabs in the past.
And you were quite quick to shoot stuff down, wasn't it? Because we'd got the Pierce cab. I know. I'm beating him up. Good and proper.
Paul as a personal attack.
Do you want to play? Should we go through that again and play some other stuff more twiddly, widdly woo? Back to the Fuchs and the Pierce cab.
Okay.
Now I'm going to swap the amp to the Deluxe and go through it again. That Deluxe is a flubbery mistress, isn't it, compared to the Fuchs? That Fuchs is I'm liking that.
I tell you what, the Fuchs matches perfectly with the EVs, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You might not get this over camera, but we're hearing like the audio coming from different parts of the room here. So it's really trippy.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
But so I was getting that the Fuchs likes the closed back cabs, kind of likes that more compressive sound to it, and also that more studio clarity kind of sound to it. Whereas the Deluxe, just blown away by how good it sounds. So hopefully it came through, because in here it was night and day. That was cooking on gas. Sounded great.
The Deluxe, you're right about the Deluxe though. It's such a dark sounding amp compared to the other one. And also what I've noticed is the Jensen speaker, super like scooped sounding, but I quite liked it. But then now I've heard that EV and that high fidelity crispiness.
Yeah, there's no coming back. You were reborn today, weren't you?
Yeah,
You heard
yeah,
that
yeah.
coming through in your Deluxe. It was like,
And I almost wish I could go back and do all of my old videos with the EV speaker. But I think one thing to try while we're on it, does the closed back cab make a difference?
yeah,
Because you said to me in the past, you want to use Fenders with an open back and typically Marshalls with a closed back, didn't you?
yeah,
And something like the Fuchs, which is more Dumble-esque, you typically want a closed back, don't you?
yeah. Open back cab is literally, you'll have a big opening, you can see the speaker from the back, but a closed back is literally just vinyl. You can't see what speakers are in it. They're loaded from the front normally, or there's a big back panel like on Marshalls to come off. This is Fuchs with the Electro Voice 12L speakers. So it's literally open back versus closed back. And that's a proper ported closed back. And this is a proper open back jobby. So it's no skullduggery that we've done. So yeah, go for it, Melfruit. I don't know if it's because I'm sitting here and I'm being blocked from the closed back, but I'm loving this speaker.
That is the speaker, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've definitely got to do a whole video just on
Yeah.
that EV speaker because
Are we biased though? Because Philip used it. Maybe we just like,
even just seeing the burgundy kind of colour, it makes me think of those tours. So I don't know. We're probably biased. Do you want to go playing, by the way? Maybe switch guitars.
it's better if you play the same thing.
Yeah.
And because you can play it and I can't. So we're going to do, what are we doing? Right, so we're changing the amps. Now we're seeing how the Deluxe Reverb reacts to an open cab versus a closed cab versus the open cab.
Yeah. Oh, that
I
is...
don't know what one I like. So I still think the open back is just cooking on gas.
I might be hearing it. Is it like a boxiness from the closed
one?
back?
Yeah, well, it will be a more compressed sort of boxed in
like,
sound.
Like it's got a more bounce back, hasn't it? Whereas
Yeah, this should sound more open, shouldn't it? Because the speakers can move more freer, and the way the sound waves bounce out the back as well, and as opposed to just getting reflected straight out.
Yeah.
Probably talking absolute rubbish now, aren't I? Why not? He don't know. So we've done open back, closed cab, both amps. So did you want to do like the Fuchs in the closed versus the Deluxe with the open? Because that's more like your punchy, tight sounding amp combo, and then the open Fender.
Yes.
Traditional Fender. So we're going to have the Fuchs amp into the closed back cab, and then we're going to have the Deluxe Fender into the open back cab. Both the same 12L speaker again, because we think the Fuchs is better suited to a closed back, whereas the open cab is better suited to the Fender. So we think, we might be totally wrong.
Yeah.
I like both, totally different realms, but then, you know, different music choices you would pick. And this is why something like this is actually really cool, because you can go from John Mayer,
Well, that's it.
Love
Yeah.
Machine, to Fender. Who's your favourite Fender player? There's too many. Who are you going to pick?
Stevie. Stevie. Oh, that's weird. That's weird.
blowing your mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the open sounds better with the Deluxe. I think it's right. The Fuchs wants the closed back and the Deluxe wants the open. But what do you guys think?
Yes, that's
in
right.
the comments.
Yes.
I mean, this is a wonderful bit of kit. It's great, really cool piece.
I wish I had this in the studio a good few years back when I was recording my album, because I was like, I had to keep running back in the control room, setting up a new amp and new speaker configuration, and to have that instant feedback, I think this is where it really shines.
Definitely.
By the way, I actually saw a demo once of one of these, and I think you can actually chain these devices together. And I saw this one guy, he had about you can get up to 96
How many amps
cabs.
and cabs do you need for that kind of rig?
They're also featured in like Anderton's studio, featured in Tim Pierce's studio. He's got one there, and he punched it in whenever he wants it. You can imagine him using it all the time.
Yeah, that kind of, because there are a lot of people who have a lot of amps and speaker cabinet combos. I've always looked and gone, how do they plug all those in? That's right.
Yes.
It's one of them, yeah. So they are fantastic, aren't they?
That's going to be incredible for pedal demos. And, you know, you can literally in real time say, oh, how does it sound on a Marshall rather than a Fender?
Yeah, well, it would be nice to do like a really clean sounding amp, wouldn't it? And then quite a dirty amp to see how pedals push the amps in their different states. So, yeah, it should be really cool on some other vids, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot
You better invite me over.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Get check out, there's different options available, smaller, bigger, crazy, put how many together, 20 odd or whatever.
Yeah.
Even live it would be quite handy, wouldn't it? You'd have to have someone pushing the buttons for you, i.e. me.
Yeah,
But
next gig, you're hired for
on
that.
the button push out. Hey, how much do I get paid?
Well, I don't know if you should be, like, you would be detracting from the gig, because like people can be like, what, who's that hairy guy in the back? Yeah.
Why, thank you. But so we hope you've enjoyed the video and got some good use out of like closed back versus a open cabinet, like the 10-inch as well, the Jensen original. So there's a lot of upgrades you can do, like JBL and EVs with the upgrades of most Fender amps, and different amp companies have different speaker brands for the upgrades. But
it's changed my mind on the Jensen speaker. Again, we need to do a deep dive on the EV speakers alone. But yeah, let us know in the comments which combination you liked, whether it was the Fuchs or the Fender, and into which cabinet, because again, in the room they sounded monstrously different. Check out the Ampete amp switcher if you're interested in one. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll catch you in a bit, and cheers.